Yes. So what happened? Now the planning for development began to be made, lifting India out of poverty and building a modern and technical industrial base was among the major objectives of the new nation. In 1950, the government set up a planning commission to help design and execute suitable policies for economic development. In 1956, the second 5-year plan was formulated with focus strongly on the development of heavy industries. Now there is success and there is failures. 62 years of independence have passed. There is not a short duration, or rather 75 now. A lot has been achieved in this time, but at the same time there has been a number of failures in these 75 years. I am talking about history. What is there in the chapter? Successes in India is still united and it is still democratic. That's the only success. There is a free press, there is an independent judiciary, unity in diversity. Failures, deep divisions still persists. Despite constitutional guarantee, the untouchables or the Dalits face violence and discrimination. The gulf between the rich and the poor has grown over years. Refugee, a person who has been forced to leave his country because of political and social or religious reasons. Franchisee, the right to vote. Linguistic relating to language. State concerned with the government. Non-alignment means the policy of not providing support or receiving support from any of the powerful countries, USA and USSR in the world. 15th August 1947, India got independence. 30th January 1948, Mahatma Gandhi was killed, assassinated. 26th January 1950, the Indian Constitution was adopted. In 1960, the bilingual state of Mumbai was separated into states of Marathi. I told you Punjab and Haryana how it came. This is the basic information I gave you. So you have to go with this. You have to read thoroughly and understand. This is what actually happened. The first elections of the legislature were held in 1952. The Congress won a majority at the centre and Jawaharlal Nehru was elected as the first Prime Minister. 1950, the Constitution happened 26 January. Universal adult franchise, secularism, equality before law towards social equality, division of powers between the centre and the states, official language. This was the problem. It was solved. Universal adult franchise, as I said, this is enabled to all citizens of voting age, to irrespective of caste, religion, wealth or sex. In many other democratic countries including UK and USA, some sections of the population such as the poor, women and the women have got voting rights after long periods of struggle. India does not have any religion. India is a country of many religions. India's constitution has accepted secularism as one of its basic principles. India does not have any religion. All religion group including Hindu, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Jains, Sikhs, Baha'is, Zoroastrians have the same fundamental rights. One of these rights is the right to freedom of religion. Secularism. That's what is secularism. All are Indians. Equality before law. All citizens have equal rights and have to obey the same laws irrespective of their caste, religion, wealth or sex. The government gives equal opportunities in education, employment, the use of public places and so on to all citizens regardless of caste, religion, again wealth or sex. This was an age-old discrimination we have read before of the untouchables. In order to end this, these rules were made. In India, everyone has got equal rights but not equal social status. Some sections of the population such as the untouchables have faced centuries of oppression. Denial of the benefits of education, health care has made them weaker and more than the more privileged section of the society. Many tribal populations too have faced similar oppression and are finding it hard to preserve their cultural identities. In India, everyone has equal rights but not equal social status. Our constitution seeks to remove inequalities and ensure social injustice by giving some extra help and facilities to the weaker section of the society. For example, the constitution has listed formally untouchable castes as scheduled caste and the exploited tribes as scheduled tribes. These castes and tribes are given reservation in the government jobs, educational institutions, local self-government bodies, etc. to help them improve their social status and living standards. We have the three lists: the union list to be dealt with the states, the concurrent list to be dealt by the center and the states, and we have India's constitution specifies the subjects on which laws can be made by the center and the states. Right? Language I told you. Is it clear? So you read through the chapter, go through it and do it for homework. This is all explanation done. Now you have to do the reading and get it done yourself. Okay? So take care. Bye bye. Happy Diwali and happy Chhath Puja in advance. God bless you. Take care and respect your parents.